Hi students! So I've made a few videos for you. Hopefully they'll help you out if you need some extra aid in studying this weekend. The first one is on the irregular verb to be. So let's start out with some basic information. The four principal parts of this verb are sum, esse, fui, futurus. What are the four principal parts? Yes, sum, esse, fui, futurus. Now, don't get confused. The only principal part you need to worry about right now is sum. It's important that you learn the other principal parts, but we will not be using them until later. All right, let's talk about why this verb is irregular. There are three primary reasons. The first is that the four principal parts bear little resemblance to one another. Normally, in a verb like, for example, amo, amare, amawi, amatum, the four principal parts have similar syllables, similar letters. They all fall into a set pattern. That's not the case with the four principal parts of this verb. The second reason it's irregular is because the forms of it, when we conjugate it, don't all use the same stem. Normally, we'll find a verb stem, write it out 6 times, and then add our endings. Here, the best course of action is simply to memorize the forms since they are all very different. The third reason this verb is irregular is because the second principal part ends in se instead of re. The second principal part is esse, E-S-S-E. And that's different, for example, than the second principal part of the verb amo, which is amare, A-M-A-R-E. Because this verb does not follow any normal pattern in Latin, it doesn't belong to any of the 4 conjugations. And as I said earlier, the best course of action is simply to memorize the irregular forms. Let's take a look at how this verb is conjugated. First person singular of the verb is sum. What's first person singular? Yes, sum. Second person singular is s. What's second singular? Yes, s. Third person singular is est. What's third singular? Yes, est. Now let's look at how the singular forms are translated. Sum means I am. What does sum mean? Yes, I am. Es means you are. What does es mean? Yes, you are. Est means he, she, it is. What does est mean? Yes, he, she, it is. Now, est may also be translated as there is. We would translate it as there is in sentences where a prepositional phrase takes the place of a subject or where est begins the sentence. Now let's look at the plurals. First person plural is sumus. What's first plural? Yes, sumus. Second person plural is estis. What's second plural? Yes, estis. Third person plural is sunt. What's third plural? Yes, sunt. And now their translations. Sumus means we are. What does sumus mean? Yes, we are. Estis means y'all are. What does estis mean? Yes, y'all are. You may also translate estis as you plural are, and even you are. However, when you take your test, make sure that you indicate to me that you know that this verb is plural. In English, we don't distinguish between second person singular you and second person plural you. However, in Latin, the Romans did. For that reason, you need to indicate to me that you know that this verb is plural. And third person plural is they are. What's third plural? Yes, they are. Just like est can be translated as there is, sunt may also be translated as there are. It's the same exact situation. It can be translated as there are in sentences where a prepositional phrase takes the place of the subject or when sunt begins the sentence. And then lastly, how is this verb used? In Latin, the verb to be, sum, esse, fui, futurus, is only used as a linking verb, never as a helping verb. Let's take a look at 2 example sentences. In the sentence, the farmhouse is in Troy, we would use sum because in this case, is linking the subject to the predicate. However, in the sentence, the sailor is sailing to Troy, we would not use sum because in this case, is acting as a helping verb to the main verb, sail. All right, hopefully that is helpful. If you have any questions, let me know.